So in this video, we're going to take a look at some of the built-in methods for a list. We have the same list as we had last time, the list of animals, and we'll just print it out. So let's just print it out. So we have dogs, cows, horses, and cats. Now let's look at some of the methods that we could use to manipulate this list. So there's one method called the append method. So let's just use the animals list and the append method. Let's append pigs to the list, and then print out the resulting list after. So what append does is adds this element to the end of the list. So as you can see here, it added pigs to the last, basically as the last element of that list. Now another method is basically the opposite of append, which is pop, which removes the last element. And if we print the list again, you can see we basically got the original list again. So since first we had dogs, cows, horses, and cats, which is printed out here, and then we append pigs to the end of it, and then we use the pop method to remove the last element of the list. One important thing to note in the pop method is it actually returns the removed element. So if we make a variable called x here, and at the end we also print out x, we're going to get the last element, basically the popped out element, which is pigs. So another built-in method for list is reverse. So if we call reverse on a method, it'll basically reverse all the elements in the method. So let's go ahead and print it out again. Print animals out initially, reverse it, and then print out animals. So we'll see what happens. So the original list is right here. That's how we basically gave it an initial value of the list: dogs, cows, horses, cats. And then by the result of the reverse, it reverses and goes from backwards going to forward. So cats, horses, cows, and dogs. Now another method is sort, which will actually sort it according to some value. If it's strings, it's going to be alphabetically. So by running it, you could see the original was the dogs, cows, horses, cats, and with the sort, it sorts it alphabetically. So by sorting a list of strings, we sort them alphabetically. As you can see, since C is the letter C comes first in this list, cats go first, and then cows and dogs and horses. There's also a built-in method for list to clear them method, which is basically deleting all the elements. And it's called clear. So animals clear. If we run this, the result will be an empty list, because once we call clear on the list of animals, then there's not going to be any more animals in that list afterwards. Another method is the index method. So what this does is it will give back the index, the first of the element that you type here. So let's say horses, and let's print out the return, because the return value of this method will be at what index horses can be found in the list. It's at index 2, and let's see if that's correct. So dogs is at index of 0, cows is index of 1, and then horses index of 2. So that's correct. So the animals or the index method will get back, and it's the first occurrence. So let's say there will be horses. We'll have another element here that's also horses. Since horses was found at the index of 2 first, because it's also at the index of 4, but since 2 is the one that I found first, that's what it's going to return. So that's one thing to know about the index method. Another method I can show you right here is the count method. And since we just added another horses in the animals list, this is perfect, because the count will count the occurrences of this element in the list. So if we run, we ran it, and the result is 2, because there's 2 occurrences of horses in this list. But if we say cats and run that, that's only going to return 1. That's because there's only cats is only found once in this list, but horses was found twice, so that's where I returned to. So that's what I wanted to show you today, and I'll see you on the next video.